Today's Purple Alphabet video is for the little ones. We're going to be talking about activities for the toddlers and the preschoolers because we're going to be learning about our colors and of course in a budget-friendly way. So I also have a giveaway that is sponsored by Ravensburger. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. Every now and then we do some activities for the littlest ones, the toddlers and preschoolers. And so today we're going to be talking about color activities. I've done a few color activity videos before in the past when my kids were really little, and I wanted to kind of update that for you guys because you're always asking for some toddler and preschool activities. Not only that, I have a really great giveaway today that is sponsored by Ravensburger that has some fun games for learning your colors, and they really support learning development, especially for colors, through games. If you're new to the Purple Alphabet, go ahead and subscribe, become part of the Purple Alphabet family. We do educational activities for kids and ideas and inspirations to learn through play, plus some hauls and giveaways like in today's video. And if you're a new subscriber or you've been here a while, go ahead and leave me a comment down below telling me what you are doing with your kids this week. Let's go ahead and talk about some activities to do for learning your colors, and then I'll give you the giveaway details at the end of this video. I really want to show you a whole bunch of ideas that you can do really simply and easily to talk about colors, to learn about your colors. And the first one I have is going to just require some really simple materials, and that is some construction paper, colored paper. This packet came from the dollar store. It's a half a sheet of a full construction sheet page, and I love it because you never really use the whole sheet. It's from the dollar store and you get so much in here. It's a big value. I went ahead and cut out some little rectangles in different colors, and I have one for every color of the rainbow. I wanted to show you this because it's so easy just to do simple activities like this. You can do a really simple color sort this way, so you hand them a stack of colors. I have quite a lot here. I probably wouldn't do this many with a child. I would probably do maybe half. It just kind of depends on your child. And you can have them just sort them into different piles for color matching. I'm not using anything but a table and a stack of little colored sheets of paper. You can also do this with felt if you wanted it to be a little bit more tactile. What are we missing here? Yellow. And you can do color sorting with felt, and you can just color match all the little pieces of paper. So now we're just recognizing the difference between the colors. If you want, you can maybe up it a little bit by adding a sorter. This is a muffin tin from Dollar Tree, and it has 6 spots, which coincidentally is the 6 colors that I'm sorting. So this makes an excellent tool. What I would do for this is I cut little smaller squares here and put them in the bottom of the cups. And now you have a little shape sorting tray. You don't have to use a muffin tin. If you have little boxes, you could use them. You can put your other little pieces of paper in here to sort, and talk about a nice little way to do a color sorting and matching activity with just construction paper. So simple, and they would just match up all the papers to each spot. This game is ColorRama, which is for ages 3 and up, and it's for 1 to 6 players. This is great because it's a perfect beginner game that's introducing your primary colors and also your shapes. So inside we have one game board, and we have our 40 game pieces in each of the primary colors, the yellow, green, red, and blue. And we have one color die and then one shape die. What's cool about this game is that there are 4 different games and variations to play. So for this first one, we mix up all the shapes and we hand out them to each player evenly, and then any leftover shapes we just place in the game board. So in this game, you take turns matching up the shapes to the correct color, and you go one by one back and forth. And what's great about this is that this one is a cooperative game, and there's really no winner. You're learning. So once you're all done, all the spots should be filled up and all of the pieces in the correct spot. So you will have color match the whole entire board. For the second game, we're going to put away the shape die. We're not going to use that one. We're just going to use the colored one. And then we roll the color, and then we take any shape of that color and claim it as ours. If you roll the smiley face, then you can choose any color you want. If you roll a blank, then you miss a turn. The object of the game is when there are no shapes left on the board, the winner is the one that has the most shapes at the very end. So in this one, you definitely want to have more shapes. In our third game, we're rolling both the shape die and the color die, and this time we are looking for both the shape and the color. So I need a green circle, and that one's mine. So it's definitely more challenging to get both of them because you're not always going to be having that same one. And the winner is the one that has the most shapes at the end. And then on this last game, we're taking turns using both the color die and the shape die, rolling them, and then looking to see if we have this combination, which I don't over here, but if I did, I'd place it on the board. The object is to get all of your pieces onto the board before the other player. I do have a green triangle. Great beginner game that has different stages in it. You can start off really easy and work your way up with the more advanced gameplay. I wanted to show you some free printables because what's a Purple Alphabet video without some free printables, right? I have links to free printables down below and you can go and print them out directly. So if you're looking for something quick and easy, this is the way to go. For this one, it's matching the color with the words. So here we have all the colors and they're blank. So you just take some crayons and match them up. So this is a little bit more difficult than just knowing your colors from color sorting because we're just matching colors. This one, we're actually reading the words that are associated with them, right? So we have to know red looks like this and spelled this way, and then we have to color the red. So if you have a child that knows their colors, can match them, this would probably be the next step up, is recognizing those words and being able to read those words too. The second sheet of this is just completely blank, so even more difficult. They'd have to write it in and then also color it too. So two different ways that you can do this, but it involves coloring and colors and the name of the colors, the label. I'm going to bring out that construction paper again. And what you can do with construction paper, whoa, flying all over the place here. I've actually showed a very similar activity using felt before. And this is where you're going to color match objects. This is where you can look around the house and find objects that match each color. For example, here I have a red marker and I can put that on the red. Here is a blue snail that came from the game I'm showing you today. And then maybe even another piece from the other game. And you would sort objects that way. So you can find anything around the house and have your child come and find it and place it on here. And you're going to find a lot of these colors just in their toys alone. Really simple, very affordable, and easy to put together. You can also look for manipulatives that you have around the house already that are in your rainbow colors. These are some little plus blocks that I have, and they would make great sorting for a sorting mat activity like this. Sort all of the colors onto the mat. Of course, you have to use adult supervision with really small pieces like this, but if your child is not oral, meaning they don't put objects in their mouth, then this should be fine with supervision for a younger child. Look for bigger objects if that is a concern, but this is just one example of how you can use color sorting mats just with paper and objects that you probably already have around the house. You'll be really surprised on what you do have and how you can do some color sorting that way. Stickers are another great way to do color sorting activities because stickers often come in all of your rainbow colors. So I have these really super shiny smiley faces that came from the dollar store, and then just a regular white piece of paper here. And what you can do is either mark your paper by color, a little color swatch there, or you can actually write the word, and then your child can take the stickers and match them to the correct spot by placing them. And you can do columns, you can do it under, you can draw lines on your paper. Another good way to do it, especially if your children are just now learning what their colors are, you can mark little circles on the paper in all the colors and do this repetitively over the whole entire page, okay? So fill up the page with as many as you have stickers, and then they're just going to take the sticker and place it on top. This is also working your fine motor because getting the stickers off the paper is a great fine motor exercise, and then they'd cover up that green spot with the green sticker. If you want to make your sticker peeling off easier, go ahead and take off the backing. So this part off the sticker sheet, part you don't use, like that, and then it makes the sticker peeling off a little bit easier. But doing that action is perfect for fine motor at this age, and then they can just match it up and then fill up your page according to how many stickers they have. And this activity will take them some time because they have to do a couple different things in sequence to get it right. So use stickers, use them in different ways for just sorting them or for putting them on the correct colored dot. This is a dry erase block from the dollar store, and you can get this for just $1. Each side has a dry erase surface on it, and you're supposed to use dry erase markers on it. So the wet erase markers on it so it doesn't come off. But there are 6 sides on here, so you can just mark a color on each side, or you can write the color, the word, on each side. You can tell we have loved this block. We have used it over and over and over again. I'm using dry erase markers because I don't have any wet erase markers right now. I need to get some in the rainbow colors. But essentially, you'll put a color on each side of the block. And then for your littlest ones, your toddlers, this is just a really simple block roll and call out. So you're going to roll your block, and whatever side pops up first is what you're going to call out or try to call out. So this one would be orange. Roll it again. rolled off my sheet here. This one would be yellow. Very simple and very easy, and it only costs $1, plus you can use this block for other things. So this is at Dollar Tree. If you want to kind of make it more difficult and more interesting, maybe for an older child where that's a game where just saying the colors is too easy, you can bring out a timer. Dollar Tree also has timers. I'm going to put some in my Amazon store and a link for you. Here's a 30-second timer. So you can set the 30-second timer and roll it and take turns, of course not knocking it down. And every time you roll, maybe you take one of these little guys here, you get to keep that color. So you roll again before the timer goes out, and you got blue, so then the other person gets blue, and you can see who can get the most reds, the most colors, or who wins. I mean, you can set this up so many different ways, but that would make it a lot more interactive and action-packed for a child that already knows their colors and just needs a little bit reinforcement. Time's up. Here is another free printable. I just printed out 2 of the mats, however they come in the full colors. And so what we have here are mats that I cut apart. You can laminate them, print them on a different heavier cardstock, but we have red and green here just for our samples. And then they come with the sheets of all these different colored cards. So I just did the red and green, but you can have more than that. They had the whole rainbow. What you have here is a color sort on the mats. And so this is just a really fun way because it's a free printable. And then you have all these objects. If you want something that's going to stand the test of time, I would recommend even trying to do a little Velcro dot here. You can get Velcro dots from the dollar store, and you're going to make a little bit more long-lasting busy bag out of this. And of course, if you're learning your color concepts, I would start with one color just by itself. So maybe just do all the green ones, and then just talking about green so the child can recognize the color green. As that gets a little easier, you can just mix it with 2 colors. So now they're separating the red from the green. And then as they get even older, you can do the whole entire color rainbow in the printable. So adjust the activity to the skill level of your child and make it work at several different stages so they don't get too frustrated. Once again, this is a free printable, and I'm going to put it down below so you can go right to it and print it out. You're definitely going to want to print this one in color. This one is Snails Pace, so it's for ages 3 and up, and it's for 2 to 6 players. An average game is going to take you about 15 minutes on it. Here is our pretty game board, and then we have our different colored snails, and they go over here. This is the starting line here, and you can match them up, and we have 6 different snails. They are all wooden. Let me get them all the right direction here. And then we have 2 dice that have colors on each side. This game is about color identification, and it's a non-competition game. So we are seeing that the snails are in the race, not the children on this one. We are going to be guessing which snails are going to cross the finish line first and last. So we take turns rolling our dice, and then we move the 2 snails that correspond with these 2 colors 1 space forward. So I had 2 greens, so that green is going to go 2 spaces. Which one do you guys think is going to win this game? Which color? All right, we got a pink and a blue. So pink moves 1 and blue moves 1. And of course you take turns rolling, and then we have to guess which one is going to cross the finish line first. I'm going to say pink. So the game is over when the very last snail, look at that, go pink, is getting to the end, has crossed the finish line, and the winning players are the ones that guessed correctly. A really simple beginner game that's perfect for color recognition and beginner gameplay. I really think the pink's gonna win. Oh my gosh, I might be right. And of course you have your simple rules of turn taking and gameplay. Come on, pink. Haha, pink won. This game's also really pretty. Just looking at the game board and the pieces, it's really well done. I like all of the illustrations here on the game board, and I do love that these pieces are made out of wood. They're really cute. You're probably going to find your child playing with these outside of playing the game. Are you ready for the giveaway details? First of all, make sure you're subscribed to the Purple Alphabet YouTube channel, and then leave me a comment down below telling me which of the Ravensburger games you would like if you're to win. That way I know which one to send you. You have your choice of the ColorRama or Snails Pace. Both of these are great games. Then head over to the giveaway link, which is in the description box, to officially enter to win. For this one, you must be 18 years of age or older and have a US postal address. And of course, I've hidden a secret code somewhere so that you can score some bonus entries. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this, and give me a thumbs up to show your love.